Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you could rate where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Stop taking.
It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
45-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Toss left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running out of the gun here, Breida. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
41.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
Down Miami.
On first down, here's Breida. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get him down here at the 23.
Complete to Isaiah McKenzie.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
56. I'm trying to collect. Mike 51. Go. Regular. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the safety creep.
Allen. Open man, here's Foster. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 47-yard line.
Eight yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
McKenzie now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The quarterback set.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Third down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Good shot, good shot.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To Brandon Cooks.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Allen to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On first down, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the screen, this is Coleman. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the curve.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This is caught. Watkins. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
51 the mic, boys, 51. And that QB's trash. Let's go. All 52. 51, Mike 51. I'm scared. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick
So
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. And what do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Middle, 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 middle.
to throw again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered by.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
Coleman.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Down at the 43-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Time to go, night. Who do you want? 51.
Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, and frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 51.
From the gun, Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a dump off here complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. To return is McKenzie. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike 51. Try to do better. Come on, QB.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 55 for mine. Check 55 for mine. I can't believe they let you play.
Operating from the gun. Allen. He finds Coleman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
At the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
First carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Play is a turnover on down.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Give to Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd. Down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been two scores. From the 44, Allen, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen going to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's McKenzie. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the tackle.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Tua. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, the Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. With Breida. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The 39-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Tua. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah, it's been loud in here so far. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. First throw of the OT session for Tua. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime. And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's Breida. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's brought down by
run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it. because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bills' 27-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Breida on a toss left. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Maher is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On first down, Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Today's final score in
A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the